Roman Abramovich preparing to spend big on attacking players in the summer by selling some of our talent out on loan. Chelsea considering moving in for Man United's Anthony Martial. Thibaut Courtois is reportedly refusing to sign a new deal at Chelsea to move to Real Madrid on a free when his contract expires. And PSG trying to sign N'Golo Kante this summer. To find out about all of that and much more, make sure you do watch the whole video. Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for another episode of Chelsea Weekly. And this is the show where we'll give you all the latest news surrounding Chelsea Football Club that have really come out over the last week. But before getting into the video, this has to be said again. So if you didn't know, we, 100% Chelsea, are nominated and made the top 10 shortlist in our category in the Football Blogging Awards. And honestly, to even make the shortlist is incredible for us. But if we could actually win the award, we would honestly not just be over the moon, we would be over bloody Mars. So please do vote for us in the FBAs. There are two ways for you to vote. Either on the website, footballbloggingawards.co.uk, with the full link being down in the description, so you can click on that and then you can vote on there. And also make sure you vote for Brit Chelsea and Leon Carbis in their respective categories as well. And the other way for you to vote is to tweet what you see on screen right now, basically. But don't worry, you don't have to basically type it from this. I have put exactly what you need to tweet to vote for us in the description. All you need to do is copy and paste it from there. And seriously, guys, it would mean the world if you could vote for us in the Football Blogging Awards in the category Best Football Video Content Creator. And while we're talking about admin stuff, let me remind you to subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you haven't already. And also make sure to click that notification bell button and choose to be notified about all uploads. Because if you don't, even if you're subscribed, you will only know about half of the videos that we actually upload, and that's just frustrating for, especially for us, but I'm sure for you as well if you actually want to see the content. While I'm at it, do make sure you leave a like rating on the video as well. Let's see if we can hit 500 likes. I would massively appreciate that. But now with all the admin stuff out of the way, let's get into the video and starting it off with the first story, and that is about apparently Roman Abramovich preparing to spend big on attacking players this summer. The reports then said that we will sell some of the players out on loan to fund that spending spree. And while it has also been reported that neither Loftus-Cheek nor Tammy Abraham will be sold under any circumstances. But the club will reportedly listen to offers for Danny Drinkwater, for example. Now, the main attacking player that we have been linked with over the last few days is Manchester United's Anthony Martial. Matt Law did report that Chelsea are considering going in for the French attacker, and it is said that also Juventus and Tottenham are interested in him, with Juve being apparently willing to spend £44 million. Okay, so let's assess all of that for a second. For me personally, it would be a surprise to see us spend big this summer. The only scenario which I can see that happening is if we sell the likes of Batshuayi, Zuma, maybe Marco van Ginkel, those kind of players, who are worth quite a lot of money. But I don't really want any of those to be sold if I'm going to be totally honest. Players like Drinkwater and Pedro though, we should definitely sell if the right offers do come in. And about Anthony Martial, well, the first thing I'm going to say is I'm totally against including Willian in any deal with Manchester United. We all know Jose Mourinho likes Willian. Willian said himself that Mourinho tried to convince him of joining United last summer. And I know, yes, Willian is turning 30 in August, but I've simply had enough of selling players to rivals or indirectly selling them to rivals. Matic was an instrumental player for United this season and we missed him a lot. Cech we sold to Arsenal, and even Salah, Lukaku and De Bruyne play for rivals these days after we sold them to other clubs and they sold them to rivals then. No, I've had enough of that. If we want Martial, go for him. We can afford to pay, I don't know, £50+ million for him. But Willian is either staying or is going abroad. For me, he'd preferably be staying. I think he's still a good player, even at 29 or 30 next season. Maybe in 1 or 2 years' time, sell him. But I still think now he's a very, good player to have in the squad. But would I even want Martial? And no one can deny that he's a very talented player. And to be honest, I don't really understand why Mourinho is barely using him. As a striker, I'd actually quite gladly have him. A very, very quick striker I think you could always do with. But unless we play with two strikers for years to come, which I doubt we will, I don't see Martial as a great lone striker, over a full season. And he certainly wouldn't move from Manchester United to Chelsea to keep sitting on the bench. And to use him on the wing, in my opinion, what we're lacking is a left-footed player for the right-hand side to cut in from the right. And Martial is right-footed, just like Eden Hazard is, just like Willian, Pedro, Musonda and Hudson-Odoi are. So I don't really see the point. I'm not really all too sure about signing Martial. Unless we're worried that Hazard maybe might leave, I don't think Martial is the player we should go for at the moment. And now coming to some rather shocking news that came out in Spain today. It is said that Courtois has told Chelsea that he will not sign a new deal as he wants to move to Real Madrid on a free when his contract expires next summer. I don't want to throw Courtois under the bus completely here and take this report as if it was guaranteed to be the truth. So what I'm going to say from now on is regarding the situation as if it was true, which I don't know if it is or not. So if it is true, I'm not having any of it. Force sell him in the summer if he refuses to sign a new deal. He's worth way too much to let him leave on a free next summer. Find a way to sell him this summer, and if we can't, have him sit on the stands and just train with the under-21s all season long. And then, let's see who wants him after not having played a single game of professional football for a full season. We're not getting blackmailed or pressured by a player that made us get rid of our legend goalkeeper Peter Cech and demote our hugely instrumental goalkeeping coach Christophe Lolichon. But again, this could all be a load of horse crap and he could sign a new deal, and none of what I said matters. But if it is true, I will stand by what I've just said. I'm not having any of it. Not having any of it at all. And moving on to the next story and quickly speaking about our manager situation, and as far as I know, there is no real development that looks like we're set on who our next manager will be. One story that has come out though is that there might actually be a manager swap happening between Chelsea and Napoli, swapping Maurizio Sarri and Antonio Conte. Now I do think Sarri could very much become the next Chelsea manager, but I'm not so sure about Conte joining Napoli, like that would surprise me. So really we're no further than we were a few weeks ago. The only thing that seems to be the case is that the club knows what kind of manager we're looking for, an attacker manager, and there's quite a lot of managers that fit the bill and that we've also been linked with, whether that's Sarri or Jardim or Tuchel or even, Luis Enrique in theory. So, we're really no further than we were a few weeks ago. But now we're coming to the last story of the day, and it's about N'Golo Kante. First reports came out that PSG will go in for him this summer with an offer of around £88 million. I think it was pounds, might have been euros. And to make things worse, it was even said that the club, Chelsea, might actually think about taking an offer of that magnitude. But since then, other reports have basically clearly stated that Kante wants and will stay at Chelsea, as has already been reported during the winter as well. I can promise you right now, N'Golo Kante, if you want to be French about it, is not going anywhere. And if the club and the board would actually consider any offer for him, sorry, but they should really go see a doctor immediately. Because something has to be wrong with them if that's the case. Do they not understand how important N'Golo Kante is to us? Honestly, without Kante, we'd probably be 10th again right now. Kante is so important for us, we cannot afford to sell him for any money. Like, doesn't matter. We have to keep Kante. But that's really it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts on all of the stories I mentioned. Do you think Abramovich could actually spend big in the summer? Or will that just happen because we might sell some of the loanies that are worth quite a lot? Let me know whether you would like Anthony Martial at Chelsea, what your thoughts on the Thibaut Courtois story, and of course the manager and N'Golo Kante situation as well. Leave me all of your thoughts on all of that down in the comment section below. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Like I said, if we could hit 500 likes, that would be incredible. Don't forget to check out my social media, which is last 50-7 on both Instagram and Twitter. As you can see over here, I would massively appreciate it if you could follow me over there. Don't forget to subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you haven't already, and click that notification bell button and make sure you choose to be notified about all uploads. And again, I have to mention it again, don't forget to vote for us in the FBAs, in the Football Blogger Awards, on either the link down in the description below or by tweeting what is also in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.